Hello everyone, welcome to IEEE RAIT, which is your destination to learn something new in each video. In today's video, we will discuss DNA computing. Firstly, let us know what exactly is DNA computing. DNA computing is a new branch of science that looks at living molecules as the building blocks of computing devices. Many other areas including chemistry, computer science, molecular biology, physics, and mathematics are related to it. Although the concept of computing with molecules has a theoretical history dating back to the late 1950s, it is only physically realized in 1994 when Leonard Adleman demonstrated in the laboratory the solution of a small instance of a well-known combinatorial problem using standard molecular biology tools. Following this experiment, interest in DNA computing skyrocketed, and it is today a well-established field of study. Now, let's review the background of DNA computing. Let's take a look at where DNA computing all began. DNA computers are not currently available at your local electronics store. The technology is still in its early stages of development, and it was only a notion a decade ago. Leonard Adleman proposed the use of DNA to solve difficult mathematical problems in 1994. DNA has a computational promise. According to Adleman, a computer scientist at the University of Southern California. In reality, DNA saves permanent information about your genes in a similar way the computer does with its hard drive. Let us understand more about DNA computing. It is essential to identify two types of DNA-based computers for logical evaluation. One is the quasi-molecular computers that scientists have developed today, in which humans control the bulk of input and output activities as well as state transitions. The other is the ultimate aim that scientists want to achieve, which is known as really molecular computers. Self-organizing chemical processes can be used to calculate operations in this sort of molecular computer. So far, we have just talked about QMC. Let us understand more with a simple example with a DNA computing system. Consider this system to be a black box with certain inputs on one side. Outputs appear on the other side of various types of convolutions. More specifically, inputs are computational problems represented by DNA sequences and accompanied by enzymes. There are certain controlled reactions inside the black box that can be linked to various concerns. Finally, new DNA sequences emerge as outputs following a series of complicated yet quick responses. Next, we must determine how diverse issues may be accommodated within this black box. Conventional computers, as we all know, deal with data in binary form, and logical gates can assist us to do that. It is also required for the DNA computer system, although without the use of logic gates. Instead, because DNA has double helix shape and is long-term store of information, a collection of specifically chosen DNA strands is utilized to represent diverse issues in binary form. To put it another way, arbitrary binary strings are encoded as DNA strands. Let's look at the future of DNA computing. DNA computing devices have the potential to transform the pharmaceutical and biomedical industries. Some researchers have envisioned a future in which our bodies are monitored by small DNA computers that track our health and deliver medications to mend damaged or defective tissues. Autonomous biomolecular computers may be able to function as doctors in a cell, working within cells and detecting abnormalities in the host. DNA computing research is moving so quickly that its full potential is now only becoming apparent. This is an area of research in which science fiction authors are trying to stay up. Well, with this we have come to the end of this video, and I hope that you have learned something new and interesting in this video as well. See you in the next video with a new topic. Stay tuned, and if you like this video, please do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.